Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really excited to be here, and I just want to thank you for taking out your time to see what your friend or family member is so excited about. And they honestly just wanted to share something that is literally changing their lives on so many aspects. But it is Wednesday right now. Oh, I'm sorry. It is Monday. It's Monday, the 23rd of November. It is about 7 o'clock right now. And so my name is Quinn. I've been with this company called LifeVantage for about 2 years now. And this is my story. So hope some of you can relate, but I was experiencing some kind of feeling where I felt like I wasn't growing where I was at anymore. I was working at a hotel, and I started as a front desk, and after a year I moved up to being a supervisor, and I was there for about 4 years total. And at the end, no matter how hard I worked, if I did something a little bit extra that day, it just didn't matter. My paycheck just came out to be the same. So I felt like I was dying inside because I wasn't growing anymore, and I was searching to expand my skill sets. Even though it was a great experience, I've learned a lot. But I knew I knew I was meant for more deep down inside. And so a new position opened up, and I quickly applied for it within the hotel. I just thought, okay, this is my calling. This is it right here. This is the answers to, what I was looking for. And the manager said, Quinn, you're doing so great as being a front desk supervisor. You should just stay there. So then again, I felt frustrated, and I knew that I needed a new opportunity. And then a good friend of mine, Eric, came home one day, and he was very excited and very intrigued with something. He just came back from meeting up with a couple of friends, a group of people that was starting something in northern Sacramento. So fast forward, here I am today. I am so grateful to be here. And all we're going to do is educate you and show you what is going on in our community right now. So we're going to share our story, our purpose, and our discovery of what is so amazing for us to basically change our lives, change from doing the same old thing to something completely different, to have a completely different life. In our time right now, as we've noticed through social media, this is the most entrepreneurial time, because look at Facebook right now. Technology, I should say, is changing everything. Look how connected we're becoming, and there's a lot of businesses utilizing these things to connect and promote their business out there, because everyone is looking, again, for another stream of income. YouTube, people look at Lyft, Uber, and Airbnb. People are thinking of different ways how they can make more money. For an example, look at Lyft and Uber. They blew up. You can call a taxi by a button just on an app. And Airbnb, people are renting out or letting people stay over in their house like a hotel. So it's a very interesting time right now. And as we all agree, technology is rapidly going fast. And if we're not positioning ourselves in front of that, they were completely losing out on opportunities. For an example, at Safeway, there's self checkout aisles now. In certain restaurants, you can order from electronic screen on the table. I saw that at Chili's. That completely blew my mind away. So with technology, if there's a technology that can replace 100 people, what's going to happen? It's going to replace 100 people. So we need to start thinking differently, keep our eyes and hearts open for opportunity, because again, if we don't position ourselves correctly, we're completely losing out. So with that said, there's different ways that we are making money in this world right now. On this side, it is called linear income. And as you notice, we are trading our time for money, meaning 100% of our efforts is what we're making. Meaning, if we don't show up to work, for an example, if you're an employee, you have a job, you have a boss, you have to show up to work to get paid. If you get sick or you need some time off, there's a family emergency, or you just need a break from life, the money stops flowing in. Same thing if you're self-employed. For those of us who don't want to be employee anymore, we open up a small business for ourselves. But then again, you can't just walk away from your business and still have money generate over and over again. And this is where 95% of the population is at, yet this side only controls 5% of the wealth in the world. So think about that. How long will it take us to retire from this side? Truly retire, meaning having all the freedom, time freedom in the world, doing whatever it is that you want. That's my true definition of retirement. This works out to 40 to 50 years of our lives, but we can see that system is broken because the older generation is still looking for money after retirement. That is a red flag. You're telling me that I worked this long and I still have to look for another income? My retirement money is not enough. So we want to position ourselves differently. So what is the other 5% of the population earning money? They're on this side, and yet they control 95% of the wealth. And so this side is making residual income. And so some of the ways that people are doing that is becoming a business owner. So when you become a big business owner, you're owning a system like a franchise where you're leveraging people to make money for you. So for an example, Chipotle, McDonald's, Starbucks, they work this system to 2 to 5 years and they can walk away. So that's why you will never see the CEO working inside of those franchises, right? Am I right? They are out there playing golf. So when they are on vacation, when they're sleeping, even when they pass away, money is still being generated because of this system. And they can pass it down also when they pass away. So you're literally creating an asset that you can pass down from generations to generations. And then from becoming a business owner, you have created enough capital now for you to become an investor where you have money making money. So the question is, with that said, which side do you want to be on? This side, right? Are you kidding me? So if you can work really hard for 2 to 5 years in the correct system, you can walk away and have time freedom. So, but the problem is to open up a franchise, it's anywhere from 500,000, around $500,000 to over $1 million to open up a franchise like that. Where can we find that kind of money? How long do we have to work over here to even earn that kind of money to even start a franchise or to even start investing? Only about 4% of the world has enough money to become an investor. So this is where a bridge. We're here to show you that there is a bridge to get here, and that's network marketing. So with that said, a lot of people, they either have no idea what network marketing is about, or they've had a very negative experience, or they just couldn't receive the kind of success that they were looking for in network marketing, or they are completely just unaware of how powerful network marketing is. They've heard about it. That's like me, like myself. I've heard about it. I've seen it when I was working at the hotel. There was different companies in and out, renting out our rooms. It just never interests me. I saw a lot of positive people, and I definitely saw that you can make money. So I can see who the leaders were, and I can see that they were very successful. Just what they had, I always looked at the products, and it just never interests me. But now that I'm here today, I've learned that what you're basically doing is you're creating relationships, which you're creating a network. So you're able to invest a small amount to become a big business owner, and you're able to do it by creating a global distribution for yourself. And it's the industry of the free. This is where an average person like me and you can make time and money together by making residual income. And this is actually this is the only industry that has created the most self-made millionaires. Okay? And this industry is actually a $182 billion industry. Second most paid industry aside from professional athletes. And we're talking about LeBron James, right? Michael Jordan, or even other musicians and actors and actresses out there. But not all of us can be that. That is a very rare, you know, it's a rare profession to really make it big, like on that level. So again, this is a way where people like me and you can become big business owners to have time freedom. And there's $200 million in commissions every single day. So that is just showing you that people are making money. There is something going on here. And who are they? So I want to talk about these companies that are big today, and regardless of what we've experienced with them. And I want to also talk about there's amateurs and professionals. So if you've had a bad experience, you are probably experiencing something from an amateur. And we are here to show you that this is a serious profession where you can take on professionally, and we're doing it correctly. But with that said, Amway is an $11 billion company, Herbalife is $7 billion, and Mary Kay is $3 billion. They're obviously doing something right, and there are lives being changed for the people who were able to create time freedom with these companies. And my question to you is, what if you were able to be in front of these companies, meaning the top 5%? Would that be considered the beginning? And that's what a lot of people say. Oh, only people on the top make the most money. What if you can be the top? And by the way, just because you're in the beginning, it really depends on what you make out of it. I'm not saying that you can't make money at any time period with these companies, but to position yourself in the best way, if you're in the top 5, meaning that's leaving 95% of the market open for you, that would position you at a very much once in a lifetime opportunity. And I'm going to show that to you. So we're here to recognize an opportunity, a true company that can change your life. So what is it that we should look out for? This is what we don't come across on a daily basis, not even in school. We need to learn how to recognize an opportunity, because if we invest in the wrong network marketing company, you're going to have a lot of heartache and headache, and we don't want that. So we see that there are a lot of network marketing companies. So I want to talk about timing, and I just kind of demonstrated that. And we're going to put each component of this to the test to see if LifeVantage, the company that we're partnered up with, fits that. So I will touch up on timing a little bit later. And then next would be comp plan. Many people like myself, we automatically looked for what that particular company would have. But for an example, no matter how great of a product is, what if you weren't being compensated fairly for that? Would you waste your time? For an example, if we had a way to help the blind see, wouldn't that be a great product? Or help the deaf hear again? Hands down, that would be the best product. But what if you're getting a penny for each product or service that's running through your business? A penny. That wouldn't be worth your time. And to even flip it around, what if we just had an average product, but then you were able to, the compensation plan, because of the compensation plan, you had the capability of making $10,000 a month for distributing, let's just say, paper plates. I got that from a training this last weekend. But really, the compensation plan is a major part. That definitely has to be there. And then it's the product, and it needs to match the trends. You don't want to be involved in a fad. You want to be actually in front of a trend, right? And also demographic. Who does this apply to? You don't want this limited to people who are only looking for makeup or who want to lose weight. It needs to apply for every single person on this planet. And also the retention rate. How often will people need this product of yours? That will keep your business thriving and a lucrative business as well. So let's put this to the test. And actually what I'm going to do is show you the product, because this is what sets us apart from any company right now. We actually have a new CEO that just got brought on from Jeunesse, the fastest growing network marketing company in the past 4 years. And he immediately came over because of this, actually. ABC came in 10 years ago to investigate a product that can actually reduce something called oxidative stress. So when I play this clip, it's 6 minutes. Look out for what they say about it and the fact that not only can benefit you or who it can benefit everyone. So think of it like that, and think of it from a business opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and play that.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
There we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company. They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful. So, doctor, how often do I take these? And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. Doesn't taste bad. It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed. Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
All right, so that was 10 years ago. And so what did we just see? Hope that you watched out for that term for oxidative stress, because after he came back, what did we see? It went down 45%. And ABC came in because they wanted to actually discredit, because they couldn't believe that there was a tool. Actually, a study came out in 2003 saying that we can reduce this condition called oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. That's never been done before. So what I'm going to do is play an updated clip. This is only 2 minutes. This released just the beginning of this month, and it's going to run down what it's doing and some updated information that's happened since then.
Life is made up of little moments. It's the people you meet. It's the memories you make. The laughing out loud. The feel of grass between your toes. The late night chats. The spontaneous trips. They all add up to a life well lived. But every day, life also presents little stresses. Small attacks on your well-being that individually may be insignificant, but over time they add up to cause real damage to your body on the cellular level. This is where Life Vantage can help. Imagine a world where the cells in your body become more capable of coping with environmental and biological stresses rather than less. Imagine a world where you don't take antioxidants and simply hope they work, but where your body's ability to combat these stresses is awakened so that you can fight them naturally on your own. Well, imagine no more. That world is here. It's called Protandim, and it's only available through Life Vantage. Only recently has science discovered the process by which the body can protect itself from those daily stresses. That breakthrough discovery is NRF2, a protein messenger that binds itself to DNA and is a master regulator of the body's aging process. Protandim activates NRF2, which communicates with cells, instructing them to increase the number of active survival genes that enable cells to survive in the face of stress from free radicals and other oxidants, and help our bodies function at their optimal level. Hailed as a major scientific breakthrough of the 21st century, Protandim is created without compromise. The technology at its heart has been studied by some of the world's most respected scientists and universities, validating the lasting, health-enhancing benefits it delivers. Comprised of natural plant ingredients and protected by 6 patents, Protandim is the only supplement proven in a clinical study to reduce cellular stress in humans by an average of 40% in 30 days. The results are undeniable. Try it today. Because if you could protect your cellular health from life's little stresses, you could enjoy more of life's little moments. Protandem, available only from LifeVantage. Activated by science, inspired by life.
All right, so what did they talk about? They talked about imagine not taking antioxidants anymore. And they also talked about NRF2. So I'm going to go over this very, very quickly. We are not here to sell these products. We are actually looking for leaders who want to franchise, become a franchise owner and create a distribution network. So oxidative stress is basically created from eating and breathing. So on a business standpoint, right, who does that? That's everyone. So everybody has oxidative stress, which is the root and center cause of disease, malfunction, and aging. Antioxidants only working on a one-on-one basis, meaning one antioxidant that you're consuming is only taking care of one free radical, one bad guy, one at a time. That is a huge industry because we see that everywhere that we go. It's all about antioxidants. You see that in the stores, GNC, whole entire store dedicated to antioxidants, $36 billion. And this is where it gets very exciting, and this is where the vision comes in, and your entrepreneur hats needs to be on right now, because by activating our bodies that you saw in the video, by activating our body's own NRF2, you can actually produce your own antioxidants. So instead of you're making antioxidants, and each one can eliminate 1 million bad guys per second, every second. That's how we're able to reduce it by that much. Okay? So if you want more information, we have Google Scholar, which has studies, so many studies coming in about Protandem, the product itself, and also on NRF2. And you can look up how many studies are coming up on oxidative stress. You're going to see over 2 million studies on how bad oxidative stress. And also you can go on pubmed.gov, is the government-funded website, National Institutes of Health. So again, it's outside sources, other universities taking an interest in this, not the company, them. So on a business standpoint, that's huge validation, and that's why we're setting the bar. There's no other company that has this much of credibility, okay? So it's one technology of NRF2 taking over antioxidant industry and also the skincare industry. They crush Protan and put it on their skin because we also see aging before we actually feel it. So first, NRF2 activates for our skin. In the pet industry as well, people started giving Protandem to their dogs. So that's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And then also for our energy, this is actually activating NRF2 in your brain to have mental clarity and mental focus. One technology creating 4 category creating products right here. We actually have one more. It's not on here, but it's not NRF2, but it is a product that can show you aging disappearing in 3 minutes. It's insane. So those are the 3 products, and Protandim, by the way, is patented. So there's no competition, and we're the only ones on this in this whole entire planet that can do what it can do. So timing, let's check off timing. As far as product, we checked off that this is consumable and this applies to every single person. So demographic-wise, that's everyone. Retention rate, each bottle or each of those products lasts a month. So that's a reoccurring order every single month. And then also trends. Health and wellness is booming. It is the next trillion-dollar industry. So we are in the beginning of a new way of even approaching health. So we can check all of that off of the pie chart. So here's timing. How do we know that we're in timing? Every company, they go through a formulation and pioneering stage, which is in the beginning. They're trying to figure out a system, and they hit a point where it's called critical mass. And that's when branding starts. That's when people are gravitating to what the company is about and what the products that they have, shoots off into momentum where 80% of the revenue is made in every single successful company, and then it stabilizes. This is where you'll find Herbalife, Mary Kay, Amway, even Starbucks, Apple, you name it. That's where they're at, and that's where it's stabilized. It goes 2 to 5%. So where are we? We started in 2003 in retail stores, actually. And then in 2009, we switched it because it just wasn't working. We were featured on ABC, which you just saw, NBC, PBS, and Montel Williams, even Donny Osmond. Dr. Phil mentioned this. But again, people got educated for that one time, and then people would forget about it. We were selling a bottle out of each store, one bottle every other month. So it wasn't doing well. So in 2009, we were able to produce 3 million to 218 million. So what does that show you? That it is working. It's going to stay in this model. And because that we're growing and we are building this company, we're being compensated, which means the economy is changing. We are changing people's lives financially and also on a health standpoint and also on a personal growth standpoint, because we are teaching people how to become leaders, how to become entrepreneurs, and break away from the linear side of making income. So Herbalife, just to give you some vision and to prove, match up the numbers and to prove that we are in the beginning, Herbalife has over 3 million distributors, okay? We're going to talk about, let's just say they have 2 million. If you take the top 10%, remember that question that I was asking you earlier? What if you can be in the top 5%? Well, let's just say top 10, because top 10%, that means there's 200,000 distributors. So where's LifeVantage at? We have 70,000 distributors only worldwide. We are only in 8 countries. So where does that put us? That puts us in the top 3%. Whew! So that is major. Are you in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Yes, we can check off timing. Show me a better opportunity where you are in literally the top 3%. And to even hit critical mass, according to the Direct Selling Association, which overlooks all network marketing companies, it takes about 150 distributors just to dip your toe in critical mass. So my question to you is, do you want to miss out on being in the beginning? Because 80% of the revenue produced here, where does it go? It goes to the people who started it, okay? So as far as timing, it's probably one of the most important things. So this is really why we're here. If someone invited you here and they were acting a little crazy, or they just approach it with some urgency, because the timing is right now. And I would say, because we brought on a new CEO that came from Jeunesse, the fastest growing company in the past 3-4 years, imagine what he's going to do here. So the time is right now. We have so many tools, but I'm going to close it off with with this income disclosure statement. We are publicly traded, meaning we're on the NASDAQ. You can buy stocks with us. So our ticker sign is LF, like Frank, V like Victor, N like Nancy. Everything is transparent, which I love. Anything that the company is doing is completely public and transparent for you to see online. And because of that, these numbers have to be accurate. This is our income disclosure statement. We have ranks through Pro 1 all the way to Pro 10. And we're going to look at the monthly average commissions. And I also want to highlight something. Look at this income. They're taking what we're producing as a company, and they're nearly giving out 50% back. So most of the compensation, the percentage, they're giving it to the people starting off. Is that pretty important? I think that's pretty cool. But the monthly average commission, let's focus on that. This is what people like me and you are producing residual income-wise every single month. And the numbers do increase here. And I do want to let everyone on this webinar know that you will not be doing this by yourself, because we are all about teamwork and working together and helping everyone here to get here. Right now, we are working from everyone from Pro 1 all the way to Pro 10 right now. It's pretty incredible because we're in the beginning. We are very close to the elites. And you will see that they're just people just like me and you. They just got a 6-year head start. We've only been in for 6 years. So that means these income are possible for you within that time frame. So on a timely perspective, if you're going to school or you've currently been at your job for over 6 years and you're not receiving this kind of income, where else can you do it at? That's my biggest question, because we're in the wrong system of trading our time for money. Here, you can learn and earn at the same time right now. And we're here to become professional network marketers. And by doing so, we're going to create a group of leadership that's just going to have a ripple effect on your community. And which of these numbers stand out to you just to make a big impact in your life? And my next question is, would you spend $7 a day to get to that number? And most of the time when we talk to people, they say, heck yes, $7 a day. So we teach people, basically every single business has an overhead. Our overhead is roughly $7 a day, $200 a month of consuming these products. So replace what you're taking, if you're taking an antioxidant, if you are using anything for your skin, for your face right now, or drinking those horrible, horrible energy drinks, switch over to better products that works much more efficiently for yourself. So that's all you're doing. You're just replacing what you were taking before to, feeling, performing, and feeling, looking better at your highest potential and getting paid for it. That's what we're teaching. So we have 3 franchise packs for you to purchase to get involved. There's a Freedom Pack, which is $300. And there is the Vantage, which is $600, and there is the, hold on, there's something blocking my view here, but there's the Platinum, which is $1,200. And the only difference is you get more products. So you get $250 worth of products, $500 and $1,000. And my question to you is, if this is going to be the same amount of work as far as sharing this message, if the work is going to be the same, would you like to get paid $125 or $500, more or less? And the question is, I'd rather get paid more. So we're going to highlight on this package here because you get everything, and also you get an Elite Academy ticket. This ticket pays for your entry to our conventions that we have every 4 months. This is where you can build your belief. This is when you can go skyrocketing with just an armor, because not everyone's going to see this the way as you do. But guess what? If you know where you're going and your posture is different and your passion is different, that's where you're going to find success. And you can see how much each product costs. So again, a combination of consuming these products can help you create time freedom for yourself. And also in these packages, you get a website to take your business globally. And you get a team to teach you and to support you along the way. And that is the different ways you can get involved. And I'm going to close off with this. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. I love that clip. So really the next step for you is to ask questions. If this is your first time looking at this, I'm sure there was some questions that you had, and to really move you along the process. And we know that this is real, so please ask away and to evaluate. If you don't have the best health in the world where you're feeling performing and looking at your best every single day, also having financial freedom and time freedom, if you don't have all those things together, what are you doing in the next 2 to 6 years to have all those three? And decide. We will link arms with you, show you how it's done. And our culture is something you just have to experience for yourself. Oh, we are attracting so many people that are really coming from their heart and they're looking for something different because times are really hard right now. And I can't wait for you to meet the team because I think that's where everyone really starts opening their eyes, because at the end of the day, we will only have friendships and our networks left in life. So that's all I have to say. And this is everything that we're doing right now is building for this Elite Academy in Nashville. So if you purchase the Platinum Pack, your ticket is for this convention here. This is where you're going to meet the whole entire company, from the CEO, from the corporate staff, from the elites, and us. We are on a Pro 10 team, by the way. So it's a lot of fun to be surrounded with people who are successful, so humble leaders, and people who just leading with their hearts and lives changing because of this opportunity. So keep that date open, and I'm go ahead and close it off. Thank you so much for taking some time out and giving us a listen. Please get back with the person who shared this with you and let them know where you're at. It's completely okay to say no. We're just looking for people who are ready to change their lives right now. Thank you so much and have a great day.